Howdy, partner. This one here's a trail guide, but first let's catch you up to speed.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Matt. I'm a dude who loves riding bikes, and I'm going to be able to race the Leadville 100 mountain bike race this year. Thanks to the good folks over at Kuat Racks, the awesome team over at Sports Basement in the Bay Area, and Alexi and Ryan at the From the Ground Up project. I'm really excited about this race, and I can't wait to take y'all along with me, so let's jump into it.
So biking is pretty sweet. Obviously, you get out on two wheels, you ride around, you go fast, do little jumps. But one of the challenging things when you're first getting into it is finding the right place to ride. Luckily, here in the Bay Area, we've got a bunch of really awesome trails. So we're gonna head on over to Joaquin Miller Park in Oakland, and I'm gonna show you guys around. So let's go check it out.
So off we go. So this first trail here off of Skyline Drive is called Bishop's Walk Trail. It's short and steep, and it'll get you up to the main trail network and Joaquin Miller. This trail definitely can't undersell. It is steep, but it's also amazing. There's some really beautiful views when you get to the top of this trail that make worth all the grunting and panting worth it. And you can see all of Oakland and San Francisco from up here on a clear day. It's pretty sweet. There's a little hill here that I can't climb. I just go up it and then I fall off. But I do go down it quite fast. So there's a couple different ways you can get to the main park. I went this way. There's a lot of parking, so if you don't feel like biking up, you can just park your car in the main area to access trails. Right now, we are on a trail called Sunset Trail. This is what you use to access the Sequoia Bayview Trail, which is the main connector for Joaquin Miller. So this one's also steep, but it's not too long. All right, so we're cruising along Sunset Trail. And one of my favorite features is off to the left here. Let's take a look.
You can do is jump off to the side of the trail here, and then you kind of come up this other side, and you kind of have to bunny hop it to make it work. So it's pretty cool. Getting up to one of the optional turnouts here, but I think it's pretty cool. You're gonna see on your right-hand side, this little embankment, and it'll take you up to another set of trails. This set of trails will ultimately dump you in the same location to hit the main three of Big Trees, Cinderella, Chaparral, but this is like an optional climb that you can do, and it's fun because it's super technical. So this is a start to it, and let's reconnect when I get to the base of the tough stuff. All right, so here we are. This is the climb. This climb is pretty brutal. It's technical, it's rocky, it's uphill. It goes by many different names. It goes by, some people call it $2 Junior, Burrito Hill, $5 Hill, various different names. I think it's all based on because it's challenging to get up. So I'm gonna give it my best shot here and see if we can get some good camera angles on this. So this first section here is tricky. A little rooty, but manageable. The killer section's what's coming next.
Yeah, so I was doing about 5,000 watts up this climb, and I spun out for some reason. I don't understand it. Oh, totally not my fault. I mean, you could see that my shoes were on, and the pedals were looking at me funny, and the trees were breezing, and I had coffee 4 days ago, so there's no way I could make it up this hill. Be the power meter. You are the watts you want to be. No, this climb is super tricky. The big thing here is just making sure that you're weighted properly on your bike. So that means having enough traction on your back tire that you don't spin out, but your weight is forward enough that your front wheel isn't lifting off the ground. It can be tricky to nail, but with practice, it's definitely doable, and it'll help you get up tricky climbs like this, $2 Junior. So look at me, here I go. Oh, he's going for the finish. Matt Goff, more like Matthew Vanderpool, am I right?
It's like there's a bunch of little nails, and you throw when you go up. It's so steep.
So we got to take a minute and talk about the gear that I'm rocking. So today I am wearing a full kit by POC gear. POC's a Swedish company. They make really sweet mountain bike gear. They've got me in the Quartal helmet, their Devour sunglasses. I've got the POC jersey, shorts, and socks. This kit is super comfortable. Bike clothing is incredibly important for just making you more comfortable on the bike. It's stitched so that you can sort of bend and flex in all the positions that you need to while you're on a bike. It's more rugged, so if you take a spill, it's not going to tear like normal clothing would. And it's just got a bunch of different spots for pockets, places to stash things, and really just intuitive design. So Park gear is pretty great. And you know what? It's like useful for more than just mountain biking outdoors. Let's have a look. Oh, what's that? Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, she'll be here any minute. I'm sure. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. So what we need to do is upsize, or was it downsize? Well, I mean, why not both, right? So let's talk about my start date. Indoor mountain biking, billion-dollar idea. Warren Buffett, let's talk. All right, we're at the part of the video you're here for, the trail review. So we're kicking it off with big trees. This is the trail for every person. It's got features for all skill levels. So you've got jumps for folks who like that. You've got optional route sections for people who are into those things. And you've got big open fire road sections or just open sort of tree fields to putz around in. This is really an awesome trail. You can take a hardtail here. You can take a full suspension bike. You might even be able to take a trike. I don't know. Here's me going down this trail on a hardtail, and I was having a blast, picking up dust, jumping in between trees, pretending that I was on a Olympic level cross-country track. The sunsets in big trees are pretty great, and the other thing that was quite surprising, actually, there are some really just big trees on this trail. So if you're into big trees, this is the place for you. A little wall ride fun right there. So this is also a hiking trail, as are all of the trails in Joaquin Miller. So while it is fun to rip down these trails, make sure that you are being careful for hikers and watching your speed. So this trail from top to bottom takes about 10 minutes. And it's nice because it's got kind of flowy sections and a couple of little small uphills. So big trees, one of my favorites here in Joaquin Miller. Now let's see what's next. Did Joaquin Miller ever get the permits from Disney to call this trail Cinderella? Cinderella is fast, flowy, and a great time. This is a perfect intermediate trail in the Joaquin Miller Park. This trail has fast sections, it has flowy sections, and it's got one technical rock section at the end. You can take any sort of bike on this trail, but I think it's best done with a full suspension bike. And this trail is accessible to newer riders, but make sure that you are picking your line and going slowly when you're just starting out. And top to bottom, it is about 2 minutes, give or take, depending on how fast you're going. So short and sweet, Cinderella. Chaparral. This trail is the big bruiser at Joaquin Miller. Chaparral is steep, chunky, it's technical, and slightly unforgiving. So this is the only trail that I would say that you should not attempt on a mountain bike unless you're at least an intermediate or you're comfortable walking the vast majority of the trail. But if you know how to ride, this trail's super fun, super fast. There are a bunch of hikers on it though, so be careful. There's also this little tree that you can go around. So fun. Chaparral. Alright, so thanks for hanging out with me in the Oakland Hills. Get some mountain biking in. We're back now down near where I live in the city. And there's tons of great trails everywhere. So hopefully you can make your way out to Joaquin Miller and to all the other great mountain biking spots in the Bay Area. So check out Trail Forks, Mountain Bike Project, YouTube. A lot of great ways to find trails in your area. So until next time.